turning on the telly. Lately I've been seeing many instances of innocent civilians caught up in incidents. They've all been instruments for cops to run their syndicate. That skin difference, they're quick to make an inference. They call it white privilege, but I've seen white little kids cuffed up in the car, and the piggies, they don't give a shit. I call it ignorant, how every pig is into this corrupt system of guilty till proven innocent. The real killers of the streets and the slums is the man with the vest and the badge and the gun, with the plan to detest every street rat scum. So now there's kids lying in the streets in their blood, and the cops get off easy, even get to keep their gun. Fear the bad boys in blue with the heaters on the hunt, so you run from the gun. Pop, pop, here they come. Let you run from the gun. Pop, pop, here 'em come. Gun violence done with guns, fire and shun the gun violence. Run from gun violence, cops, the guns pop and they cops. They won't stop and they clock before they talk, and the cops love gun violence. Gun violence done with guns, fire and shun the gun violence. Run from gun violence, cops, their guns pop and the cops, they won't stop and they clock before we talk, and the cops love gun violence. No, I ain't saying that every cop is a crooked one. I'm just trying to figure out the reason why they took their gun. Was it for justice, hunting down controlled substance? Or simply for the thrill of watching how the bullets run? How are so many peacekeepers pro-violence? And why's the justice system giving power to the slow-minded? They're so blinded by the power of the po-niners. No, there's no rhyme, no reason for all these folks dying. That kid you shot, think about his mother. Better yet, take a second, think about his younger brother, man. He'll probably grow up to be just like him, live a normal life and end up getting snuffed like him, because the cops see him on the streets as a threat, so they squeeze on their heaters, make him sneeze him to death. They're sick, and the prescription is kept on the belt where the holster meets the bulletproof vest. Gun violence done with guns, fire and shun the gun violence. Run from gun violence, cops, the guns pop and they cops, they won't stop and they clock before they talk, and the cops love gun violence. Gun violence done with guns, fire and shun the gun violence. Run from gun violence, cops, their guns pop and the cops, they won't stop and they clock before we talk, and the cops love gun violence. Baltimore and Ferguson were only the beginning, but we can't stop the murders if the law is always winning. And the cops keep thinning out the herds of our children with their Smith and Wessons and revolvers, keep them spinning. Police brutality, nope, not if it's justified. They tell me, Cloud, you gotta see it from another's eyes, but I seen the brothers die, man, I seen the mothers cry. She used to change his diapers, man, she used to sing him lullabies. So no, Mr. Piggy, why'd you do that? If the kid is guilty, can you tell me how you knew that? Nope. Can you prove that? Nope. Any new facts? Nope. I bet you ain't expect a kid like me to shoot back. So I hope you're feeling this now, how I've been feeling it too. How every cop's cold-blooded when the heater gets loose. If I release the truth, they're peacekeeping me too. I'll tell the angel of death, I guess I'm meeting her soon. Gun violence done with guns, fire and shun the gun violence. Run from gun violence, cops, the guns pop and they cops, they won't stop and they clock before they talk, and the cops love gun violence. Gun violence done with guns, fire and shun the gun violence. Run from gun violence, cops, their guns pop and the cops, they won't stop and they clock before we talk, and the cops love gun violence.